Ooga booga. I love my squeaky chair. So true. Can you send me a link to the stream, bitch? Okie dokie. I guess not. Yes. Yeah. Alright, your server. What the fuck is your server? What the fuck is it? There it is. What is it, live streams? Yep. There we go. Then it's hashtag his server. Then advertising here, balls 4, can't forget that. A hashtag game, oh yeah, ping. Okay. Holy shit, green. 145. Hashtag live tweeting. Yeah. It's so awesome sauce. Boom, 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 boom. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. You forgot. Hashtag Lamau. It's okay, Rocky. You'll move when you feel like it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, like when I was like on the day of release, I went to like the Steam page to like buy the game and shit, you know, because like I was gonna do that. But then apparently, like I read the Steam reviews. Apparently, like it's an overall mixed bag for this one. I'm just like, oh god, and which like confused me at first because like you know the playtests are actually pretty solid despite the connection issues. But given it's a network test, you know, it's kind of a given. But yeah, no, I've seen like people say like, oh man, you know, this has less content than the first game, which is very funny. And one big thing that you know that's kind of a big ass fucking gripe is they can't like do like online friend lobbies like you can in this game, which I don't know how that was possible, but they did it. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope they add that in a future update at least and not just abandon the game like 3 months later or something. Yeah, so it's, I guess some old habits don't die hard. I think it's more of a fumble in the game itself because just like we didn't know, we would know. I thought it'd be like you know common sense for them to add you know fucking online phone language because that's what they did with Furious Racing. Because the first ever Garfield card does not have online in general. So yeah, it's cool they can not only play with strangers, they can also do it with friends. with Furious Racing, but for some reason Kart 2 doesn't fucking have that. So like, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Which should have been a sign for me when I played the Sonic Crossworlds open network test, because like that one actually you can invite friends over. So shit. Yep. Yeah. But other than that, we're sticking to this game still for the foreseeable future. Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I had to say about this. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I forgot. Little do we know. Definitely need another finale idea for whenever that happens. Yeah. But anyways. Yep. So saucy even. Hashtag whoopsie. Yeah. The green version. By monthly time. By monthly time, that's what I said. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, for this um July to August of 2025, the albums we picked are Asylum Lullabies by Lebanon Hanover, released on July 10th. Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, a duo consisting of Pusha T and Malice, released on July 11th. Um, Willow B. Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Kane, released on August 8th. And Turbocharger Deluxe, at least the YouTube playlist version by Rex Viper, released on August 27th. Yep, what a lineup. And obviously, we do these in order. So let's start from the first one in the first one released, which is Asylum Lullabies by Lemon on Hanover, released on July 10th. Same. Yeah, that sort of thing. But I know like Sky is a fan of this album, this band. I meant. Yeah, and funny enough, it was her first time listening to it too, because she joined us on the album listen, because she hasn't listened to it before during the listen yesterday, so it was neat, very neat. Oh yeah, but yeah, album cover, bird and flowers. It was kind of cool. But yeah, I remember like in the beginning, Sky mentioned about like how different this track is to the last album she showed us, which is Lesbian Vampires from Outer Space. And the reason she tells us those differences because both of them are under the same genre of goth, which she likes. This is the second goth album she showed us, but the difference is that like with Lesbian Vampires, that one's more from what she said, it's more dark rock, so it's like more upbeat basically. And with this one, the whole Lebanon Hanover thing, their theme is more from what she said, it's dark wave. I'm trying to remember like what she said specifically, but from what I can tell, it's like more moody, if I to describe it for lack of a better word. Yeah, the other one's like more raw, more like authentic instrumentals. Yeah. Doo doo. But yeah, with the first track, Pagan Ways, or Pagan Ways, I don't know, but Pagan Ways, okay. But yeah, that one's not a bad start. The instrumental and vocals are pretty neat. I do get the style they're going for. Then you get to the second track, which is Sleep. That one still has a good energy to it, though. Again, it's still pretty fine. Yeah. And then you have a Torture Rack, which I remember like for the first two tracks, Sky also thought it was fine, but with Torture Rack in particular, she likes it. She likes it pretty much. But I still think it's fine, honestly. Same kind of deal with the first two tracks. I know this one has a music video. I think it's the only one with the music video. Yeah. Music videos. Oh, you go ahead. Okay. I thought the music video was neat. It's got it pretty much fits the vibe of the song. So I thought that was cool. Also, Torture. Also, remember Torture Rack had a German jump scare. German jump scare. Then you have such a. Then you have Frosty Life, which again it's alright for the same reasons. And then this yeah, life is icy, stay frosty. but yeah, it definitely picks up around the second half for sure. Because the first half is fine, but then once you get to winning list, it does get like a little bit more catchy with like their instrumentation and um the vocals and the melodies and stuff. Yeah, especially with the song "My Love," which is my personal favorite. I do like the I do like the 80s synth mixed with their usual grim sounding thing. Um, then you have the second and last track, which is "I'm Doing This for You," which I remember Sky describing as like sort of this type of this evil villain song where like the bad guy kills, well, like the bad guy does like this evil thing, and basically just does it for his girlfriend. I remember like some of her more specific words are just saying like when evil make bad guy kills 20 orphans and tries to justify it for his girlfriend. It's really funny, but I do get what she's saying, and I do like that vibe. So yeah, yeah. And then you have the last track, which is Parrots. That one's fine to end, though. I do agree with Sky that like I'm Doing This for You fits more as like a finale track than Parrots. Yeah, though it does end with Furbies and things. It's, that's really funny. But yeah, pretty solid ending. And yeah, that's the that's that album, Silent Lullabies. Oh yeah, yeah. Overall, it starts off alright, but definitely picks up a bit near the end. Style and vibe is pretty nice, and yeah, overall, it's like a 7 out of 10, which Sky also agree with, and I think Vivian also agrees with that too. Yep, 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 yep. All right, moving on to the second album, which is "Let God Sort 'Em Out" by Clips, the duo consisting of Pusha T and Malice. Yep. Also, Vivian, red tagged us. Apparently, you're muted on your stream. Let me check it. Yeah, check your audio settings on OBS.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? It's picking up on there. No.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was off the entire time. Fuck.
That was that's a little embarrassing.
I was saying earlier in the stream I was having technical difficulties um that happened. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties after cleaning on my computer. Shit, that's awkward because I don't know what didn't make it onto the stream now.
I think it's like the whole intro and everything, so I was just schizophrenic.
Fuck.
Fuck. Do we just keep going then?
Alright, I want to mention now, since I don't think it picked up, my GoFundMe is still going up. And also, Garfield Kart 2 not happening because of no friend loot rooms. And, the album was pretty solid overall. I liked the second half better, and my favorite track was My Love, just like Martin.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much the same thoughts. Or at least on the one speaking of more details, so isn't much of a total loss, I guess.
Yeah, fuck, that's awkward.
Yeah. Oh well. You can hear it now, man, right? Let me unmute the stream. Vivian, speak.
No!
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Okay, I can hear you.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, now we can move on to the second album, which is again Let God Sort Him Out by Clips, the duo consisting of Pusha T and Malice.
Yeah.
So this one was suggested by Vivian. Oh,
Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, am I delayed now? Because you responded that pretty late.
wait, what?
Are you delayed now?
I don't know.
No, I think you're good. Never mind, sorry.
Okay. But anyways, yeah. So yeah. So the second one, this one was suggested by Vivian. I've personally never heard of the duo before. Well, I know Pusha T, but like I didn't know it was like a duo.
I haven't heard of the duo specifically, but I was hearing it in like, I heard a lot of hype around this album, and I do remember it being like mentioned in like a music server I'm in, and especially that the features are crazy, so I kinda got interested and listened to it. It was really damn good.
Yeah. And this is my first time listening to it, and yeah, like I definitely agree. But first, album cover.
Yeah, it's really cool also.
Yeah, I do really like it. I really like the art.
By the way, before we continue, is my audio like louder than mine? Because I'm noticing it's like going higher than normal. You can respond whenever, but yeah. Anyway, none to the tracks now.
Yeah, the tracks. Apparently this is like the first album in 16 years, so it does. It is crazy when just try to think about the first song still. The Birds Still Swing, which is a really good opener. This one has Pusha T and Malice just both rapping about the they're basically like describing their shocking emotions about finding out their parents passing, and it does really hit hard, honestly.
Yeah, really damn good up in it.
Yeah. And then you have the second track, Chains and Whips, featuring Kendrick Lamar. And this one has like a really sick beat, honestly. And I remember reading, at least in an annotation, where like Pusha T like struggled to come up with more lyrics for the chorus because the beat the Pharrell Williams produced was like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely shows. This one also has a music video, which was pretty interesting, honestly.
Yeah, it's a really cool one.
Yeah. I actually listened to it again before the stream started, and it still sounds really cool.
I wanted to listen to it, but I didn't have any time today.
Yeah. Then you got POV featuring Tyler the Creator. Another really solid track. I think that's the thing. I think that's like the basically the whole theme of this album. I noticed from here on, it's mostly just like Pusha T and Malice kind of like boasting about their status in the hip hop industry. You know, they're basically like OGs and stuff. And like I can definitely there's a lot of confidence with this one, and there's a lot of art, and it's very well earned here, honestly.
Yeah, they just came out and started doing that, and it works.
Yeah, it really, really works. That's the same thing with "So Be It," which this one is more like a song about them being like, "Yeah, we'll get in beef. Why not? So be it." I think it was Pusha T that did like this diss towards Travis Scott, which is actually insane.
So real though.
For real. I think if I recall correctly, at least I saw like a thumbnail of like a YouTube short that like Pusha T just straight up does not like Travis Scott.
That's pretty valid.
Yeah. But yeah, they have ace trumpets, which basically more shows after arriving. And also has a line with the word pee on it.
Pee.
Pee. But it still manages to go hard despite pee.
They make my pee hard even.
What the f- Man, then you have All Things Considered, featuring the Dream and Pharrell Williams, which also sounds really good. Then the next three tracks are like, well, except for FICA, that's not really an acronym, but like yeah, they're like all acronyms. With the first one, NTB that one stands for Mike Tyson blows to the face. Again, more showing after their confidence with their status in a really entertaining way. Same thing with EBITDA, which stands for Earnings Before Interest, Taxes, Depreciation, and Amortization. This one mostly about getting their money up.
Real.
And then you have FICO, which is a unit to measure one's credit score. And what's interesting with this one in particular, they pretty much just flip that concept to talk about trust in the drug dealing game. So that one's also really interesting. Inglorious Bastard shows off more of like the producer tag, which is this is culturally inappropriate.
Best producer tag ever.
Yeah. Red said, now I want to check my FICO score, not gonna lie.
Real.
You should. You should probably do that, maybe. But yeah, best producer tag ever. And then, and then you have the So Far Ahead, which is, well, as the title suggested, showing off how far ahead they are in the game. And, you know, despite 15, you know, this is being the first time in 16 years, they still do sound ahead of the rest. Red said my credit score on top.
Real.
That's good. That's good. Keep your money up. But yeah, then you have like God's Sworn Amounts and Chandeliers, which is the title track of the album. Sounds really damn good.
Yeah, really cool title track.
Yep. And then By the Grace of God, which is a really nice finale to the album. And yeah, that's pretty much that album in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Yeah. Again, it is crazy, like just how big of a comeback it is. So yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 with this one.
Yep, real.
Alright, next one is Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain, released on August 8th. This one is the prequel to Preacher's Daughter, which we reviewed around, I think, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, we reviewed it a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. And you know, for more details on that, you can listen to that review. But overall, it was really damn good.
And when I saw, and when I knew when I saw the prequels coming up from after that recommendation, I was like, yeah, let's go back into it.
Yeah. If you don't know, Preacher's Daughter centers around a character named Ethel Cain, in it. From what I remember, I'm trying my best to remember. Basically focuses on her. Actually, let me go back to my notes so I'm not so I don't like get anything too wrong. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So yeah,
Encoding
it centers around.
overload.
It's holy holy crap, Lois.
Don't forget
But
the
yeah,
cover first.
oh yeah, I'm a cover for Willoughby Tucker. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really lovely cover.
Real.
But yeah, basically, if you don't know, Ethel, that the preacher's daughter, centers around a character named Ethel. Not to be confused with like the actual artist. It's a fictional Ethel. She was raised in a very Christian household and grew up with like a lot of trauma, especially one revealed in one of the tracks surrounding the sexual abuse of her father. She went through many relationships, one in particular being of Willoughby Tucker, who in Preacher's Daughter mysteriously disappeared and is basically presumed to be dead. So basically, the album just kind of just shows her struggles with not only dealing with trauma, but also dealing with like her own self image, but also dealing with other relationships. Since she went through again three, yeah, it's like three relationships. Willoughby Tucker, as mentioned before. There's this outlaw. I'm forgetting his name, Logan, who she met and had a crime spree thing with, who in a later track is revealed to have have died in a police shootout. And then her third and final lover was Isaiah, which she met when running away from her home. He took her to, I think, yeah, California, which she basically pimps her out, and at some point and while pimping her out, he also introduced her to drugs, which in many songs has her in this sort of like hallucinative state where she couldn't figure out what's real or not, and her life would unfortunately end in the track. I think it's yeah, uh, Pate Patlamea. I think that I don't know how to pronounce that still, but yeah, it's that track where she would where it would reveal that she would be killed by Isaiah. I think she was stabbed to death and cannibalized
Yep.
and cannibalized by him. So yeah, that unfortunately ends her life, with the last few tracks being from the perspective of her in the afterlife.
Yeah, and it was insane listening it to the first time. I was not expecting all that.
Yeah, I mean,
It
either
was
it's
just
just
some
like,
random recommendation. We had no idea what we were getting into.
yeah, like all this. I just was not expecting. None of us were expecting. It's just like, oh my god, it was like really damn good storytelling too.
It just one random day, and it was like in the middle of it, so we still had to review more.
Yeah,
It,
like we had to go from that to AM by Arctic Monkeys.
I really wish they did stick with the original ordering, because it
Uh,
would have been really nice. I thought it would have been nice to like put it by recommendation, but like looking back, I really wish they didn't.
yeah, originally I wanted to go release date order since that one was last, but so in suggestion order this was second, so we had to listen to two more.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the third strike, at least in chronological, for Willoughby Tucker. Obviously, given the name, this is focusing more on her relationship with Willoughby Tucker, and yeah, not gonna lie, this is still really damn good. Still really fascinating. Unlike her, like expanding at least the relationship between Ethel and Willoughby, because like you never really know who Willoughby is in Preacher's Daughter, because you just kind of see him as this boy who she was obsessed with and who unfortunately has either disappeared or died, whichever one really happened. It's kind of up to the listener.
Yeah, this one greatly explores the relationship before everything in the album.
Yeah. So let's start off with Janie, which starts off with Ethel when she turns 16. This is when her only best friend Janie gets a boyfriend, which leaves Ethel feeling lost and alone because as mentioned in the song, Janie is basically the only friend that she can rely on, the only relationship she had that's not romantic or abusive or any sort of that. It's basically like a very authentic relationship. Also, I fell through the floor twice.
Woman!
Like I was like fucking pushed down on the bridge, and then after that, and then after respawning, I fell down the floor again for no fucking reason.
You love it.
So great. But yeah, the full first song basically has her expressing her grief of losing that only meaningful relationship she had until this point. That's where Willie B. Tucker comes in with the instrumental track Willie B's Theme, which, from what I read in the Genius page, just was inspired by Twin Peaks, more specifically Laura Palmer's theme, which is really interesting. I've never seen Twin Peaks nor know much about it other than the fact that people love it.
I should watch it sometime, but yeah, I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god,
oh my
cheap
god, cheap
viewers!
viewers! Cheap viewers on streamview.com remove the space. How the fuck do I delete a message? Okay, there we go. I found it.
Thank you.
No free viewers. Or cheap viewers.
Yeah, SMH, get it right.
I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, back to the back to the album. Yeah, it's inspired by Laura Palmer's theme from Twin Peaks. And from what I heard, it also the instrumental tracks on this album does like one of them estimates. Yeah, well, you're not getting them. Anywho, so I heard as well that like the synths are also recreated from that theme as well, which is really interesting. But yeah, I also read as well that the Ethel Kane, the artist, which her real name is Anadonia, originally wanted to be a filmmaker before becoming a musician, and she does express that she wants to turn the Ethel Kane story into a film or at least a book, which yeah, I can definitely see like the filmmaking aspirations here, with like the title being like the theme song and also just the whole starting the move thing
Not
would
the pie
basically
kicking
be
me into the finish line backwards, sorry.
is yeah, no, I saw that. But yeah, yeah, again, like the filmmaking aspirations are definitely there. Again, with it being like setting the mood, just kind of like picturing kind of like the scenes in your head, kind of serving as like a background track to a movie. So yeah, I thought it was really neat.
Yeah.
Then you have the track "Fuck Me Eyes," which focuses on a girl named Holly Reddick, who is a classmate of Ethel and Willoughby, who on the surface displays a lot of sexual confidence in herself that a lot of boys fall in love with. So much so that Ethel gets jealous and assumes he'll fall in love with her too. Though despite this, she can't get mad at Holly, as later in the song it's mentioned that this act she's putting on could be just a facade, and that Holly's just kind of trying to get by in this facade, pretty much. All of this being displayed really well, lyrically and musically, especially with the bridge. I actually really love how the bridge sounded there.
Yeah, it's super interesting. I really like seeing
Yeah,
that dynamic.
for real, for real. And they have the song Nettles, which that one actually really got me emotional.
Yep, we're already getting emotional on this one.
Yep. This one has Ethel expressing her concerns of growing up with Willoughby, having to adapt to the ever-growing world around them, especially given that in the first sparks of the relationship, they're pretty much blind to the real world troubles because they pretty much think that their love can basically triumph on love child triumphs all kind of shit. Um, but Ethel can't help but fear about what might really happen in the future. Though one thing's for certain, at least with this song, she sees Willoughby as the path to escapism, hoping that they flee once they're married. Again, with this one, the emotions are expressed really well, and the part that really makes it emotional for me is that like knowing that like in Preacher's Daughter, Willoughby is basically gone in her life. It does make the track like really sad, and looking back at that.
Yeah, the preacher's the context of preacher's daughter makes this like hit even harder.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, this is like a dude that she loved very much, and he's just kind of gone, and she couldn't pretty much still couldn't fathom that he's gone. So yeah, really heartbreaking stuff. Then around the halfway point, you have Willoughby's Interlude, which is the second instrumental track of the album, and with it being the interlude, it is like basically more moody and broody than the first one, especially since this is where I imagine the turning point of Ethel and Willoughby's relationship turn, because remember, in Preacher's Daughter, he's basically gone, so something definitely must have happened, for it to turn out that way. And this is basically like kind of like the build up to that, and it's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's nice how even the instrumentals on this album really do tell a lot for the story.
Yeah, for sure. Like if it does like if he does like end up turning this into a movie, I imagine these songs would actually be used there. And if it does happen, I really do hope that they get used there.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine them just in the background there, just working really nicely.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, moving on with Dust Bowl, this one now you see like the basically the crumbles, the sad reality of the relationship. This one more so reflects on the decline of Willoughby, both physically and mentally. Basically showing that, well, he's a victim of poverty, not being able to afford anything, and there's like this big moment before the big drop where she mentions that his father struggled with drugs after the Vietnam War, thus leading with him to unfortunately follow in those footsteps, accompanying the struggles with substance abuse. And basically she realizes later that Willoughby was trying to express his like real true emotions and turmoil towards her, because this is the part of the album where like it's basically shown that Willoughby is like a different person than what she used to think that he is, or at least would be. But Ethel couldn't see it because, first of all, they were so young, but also she was just so enamored by that idealized version of him that she couldn't see it until it was too late.
Yeah, really beautiful but really heartbreaking stuff. Also, how did I get hit by my own homing pie? Sorry.
No, you're good. The homie place is like, fuck you in particular.
Genuinely, how did that happen?
I don't know. But it's also really funny. but but yeah, then you get to the song Knock at the Door, which basically the whole title is meant to like basically meant to resemble death pretty much, a knock at the door, or at least reflecting on it a little bit. It's meant to like, I say it's like not only reflecting on like the fear of like death, but also just the fear of reality, because basically Willoughby, due to his like deteriorating mental and physical health, he's not afraid to die, but he's also and just not afraid to face reality. But with Ethel, she does have that fear. She does have that fear of that knock at the door, which I also like to think that she's also fear of like facing reality because she still has that idealized version of him, which again Willoughby tries to stress her that she's basically not the man that she thinks he is or wants her to be. But she still couldn't see it. And this is the part, and at the end of the song, she basically starts to process whether Willoughby really is the pillar of strength that she once thought he was. Saying that just like her, maybe he is afraid of that knock on the door. Maybe he is afraid of death. Maybe he is afraid of reality. Because again, at this point, this is where reality starts to kick in.
Yeah, it kicks in more and more, and it's where it starts to
Yeah,
get pretty bleak with that.
yeah. Which follows that up with Radio Towers, the third instrumental track of the album, and definitely the darkest one, given where we are in the album. This is definitely meant to like foreshadow Willowbice's appearance, especially since throughout the song you hear monitor beeping, similar to the vital sign monitors they see in hospitals.
Yeah, yeah, motion over a goddamn instrumental.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do love how Ethel Kane or Anadonia was able to create these like atmosphere tracks throughout this and Preacher's Daughter. It pretty much just let you visualize the events of the story, using your own mind, not really having that told to you, but just rather having it visualized for you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah. And then you get to the second to last song, which is Tempest. This one, interestingly, is the only one to be written from Willoughby's perspective. Basically, getting the full mask off on who he really is. Basically, Tempest in the title is meant to represent like a big storm. That's what the word means. And at the start, it basically shows that Willoughby's biggest fear is storms, and ironically enough, this is also the point of the story where Ethan left him during during a big tornado storm in Shady Grove, leaving him alone to face the wrath of the Tempest. This is the part where basically Willoughby was just like, where it's just kind of like saying that he. Okay. I think I ought to know. But yeah, this is basically like expressing like his disdain of having Ethel just having this sort of like idealized version of him, even mentioning that she's pretty much acting like just like his mom. With and before before she left him and his dad. And and later on, he basically tells her to not blame herself for whatever happens. He basically understands that, like, her fears and struggles, but he basically wishes that she would also do the same, like understanding the fears and struggles that he has as well. Because, like I said many times before, Ethel has this sort of perfect picture for him. This guy that would basically sweep her away to a better life, when really he's just kind of basically a broken man. And yeah, like I said, like at the end, Ethan leaves him during the Shady Grove tornado, leave him to face the storm alone, and that's basically the point where he disappears slash dies, because it's still unknown whether he does die in the storm or survives it. But whatever that may be, it was really interesting to see like basically the unmasking of Willoughby, just saying like who he really is.
Yeah.
It's really damn good, especially for the length of the song, which is 10 minutes. It
Yeah.
really didn't feel like it.
It's really interesting how they just pull this whole story over these really long tracks.
Yeah.
Make it
Which
work.
yeah. Speaking of which, Waco, Texas is the last track, and also the longest track of the album, clocking in at 15 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah, we're in for a long one on that one.
Yeah, but it is still a really damn good track and does use up its time really well because this one is basically the whole wraparound of the story, just her reflecting on that relationship she has with Willoughby, um just basically going over how again they started off with like being blinded by the troubles of the world, thinking that love will help them power through, but unfortunately, as shown in the album, reality would strike them, and the relationship would really crumble down as Ethel's codependency and Willoughby's self-destruction starts to cause a rift into their relationship. Despite all this, and despite his disappearance, she still keeps him. She still keeps his memory in her heart, even if these memories weren't what he's supposed to be. Because she does, right here, realize that yeah, she really does not see Willoughby who she really is, more so on what she thought he would be. So yeah, it's a really, really damn good closer for the album for a really, really interesting prequel story.
Yeah, it works super well. The prequel for the beat to work it, and it really comes nice after like the album as a whole, as well as on its own.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10. Definitely as much. Definitely has the. It definitely is as much of a roller coaster as Preacher's Daughter. It's a really nice listen.
Yeah, recommend. Woo.
Woohoo! But yeah, and just like with Preacher's Daughter, we shifted to a completely different fucking album.
Yep. Chronological order did let us down this time. Uh,
Yep.
because we have Rex Viper's Turbocharger Deluxe next.
Yep. So yeah. Rex Viper's YouTube channel has been fully active throughout the summer. Um. James did like this whole summer of Rex Viper thing. Forgot to mention we did review Rex Viper previously. It was in a lightning round. You can check that out if you want. But yeah, basically the long of it is that like the band just kind of fucking sucks.
Yep.
Just make like this like really really shitty covers of like 80s songs mixed with 80s video game songs. And yeah, they're just not that good. And where we left off is basically their first four studio tracks, as well as a bunch of tracks that they performed live, which we used the Friday the 13th concert. I think it was in 2022, I think. I don't know, or 23.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I
know.
basically got to see all the songs before they came out.
Yep. And this album does have those tracks that they played live. There's the studio versions, as well as new mixes of the first four songs. Yippee!
Real.
Real. Yeah. Like I said, throughout the past, it was like 10 weeks throughout the course of June and July. They've uploaded like a bunch of not only like new music videos for their new songs, but also live performances.
Yeah, forget
Um,
about Brad Summer. This is Rex Viper Summer.
yep, yeah, the Summer of Rex Viper. The big finale of that is their album Turbocharger Deluxe, which was uploaded as just one big YouTube video. But apparently, this is the YouTube version because apparently it's gonna have like it's gonna be a little different once it releases on on physical media and streaming services.
Yeah, it's not gonna have all that YouTube compression.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it's mentioned in the description. Because like, oh man, YouTube compression affects the mixes. It doesn't sound as good as the original files. You know, once they're uploaded on physical and streaming, it'll sound a lot better. That's basically what it said. I'm not even fucking kidding. There's a big fucking cope on that.
So real of them.
Yeah. So yeah, there's not much of an album cover as there is a YouTube thumbnail, so I just made a custom one that basically takes that YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It actually is kind of cool, but Rex Viper.
Yeah, I do like the snake logo looks cool, but fucking hell. But yeah, going in order of the track listing, because the track listing in the album playlist is different than when it was released. But yeah, the first track, which is one of the newer ones exclusive to this album, is "Going the Distance," the intro track featuring fucking Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps.
So awesome.
Yeah. It's definitely an opener. You basically have like an instrumental where Aaron Hansen just kind of announces that like, "Are you ready for Rex Viper?" kind of shit, and then it just kind of ends.
Yeah, there's all the build up. There's just nothing after.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I think this is made for the live performances as well, but like I don't know and I don't care. They do have original visuals for that because each song has a music video, and it's basically like B-rolls of live performances. Meanwhile, they do this ironic, badass thing of like getting geared up, but like they're geared up in the wrong equipment. Oh, funny! Now for the first actual track is "Never Surrender," which is a cover of the song of the same song of the same name by Lion, which is featured on the soundtrack to the movie The Wraith from 1996, as well as elements from the Punch Out NES game.
Yep. So cool.
Yeah. This is definitely like the most horrible cover of their discography.
Yeah. It definitely sounds. That's it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
certainly sounds.
It certainly sounds.
It sounds alright.
Yep. Like the mixing and vocals are fine. You know, it's got its energy there, I guess. Um, Again, every song has a music video. For this one, you have you have the band in like VHS covers with like their own nicknames and shit. And then at some point and then around the chorus, they break into the Cinemassacre video room, which is basically like James's big physical media collection room, and they just kind of like performed there.
So awesome. I can't believe AVGN is real.
Yeah, and then around I think around the bridge you have like this moment where they create like this fake backstory about themselves. Now in Letterbox.
Yeah, no Letterboxd.
Now in Letterbox. But yeah, I have in the music video I have the band going out in the alleyway, and then some muggers were coming I don't know, fucking rob them, I guess. You know, prevent them from making music because just like Shredder, I hate music.
I hate music.
I hate music. But yeah, the muggers were gonna fucking steal their shit, but then they get beat up by this mysterious man in black. And then they just like call him Rex Viper, I guess. And then it cuts to like James in his music recording thingy. I don't fucking know. Just showing off the new amp that has a new name, and that's how they come up with Rex Viper. And then at the end, it shows off cool fucking nicknames like Brad Ass and Havoc Harding and Rock and Roll.
So awesome.
I still remember like when one of my friends was like reacting to this music video when it first dropped. I remember like his message when the Havoc Harding thing shows up. He just said, "Havoc Harding." Well, like, what if I fucking killed myself? Funniest shit ever. But yeah, on to the next shark, which is Scar Fox in parentheses. Push it to the limit. Jeez, I wonder what this is a cover of.
Yeah, I wonder what movie this could possibly reference to.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a cover, obviously, of a Scarface, of a Push It to the Limit from Scarface, and Corneria from Star Fox. Um, oh, like a rock cover of the song in particular sounds great on paper. The thing that sucks is the everything.
Yeah, it's Rex Viper.
Yeah, the thing that sucks is that's covered by Rex Viper, which means the mixing is garbage. Pretty much every instrument is just kind of like trying to like be the main lead. There's like no clear indicator which is the lead, which is like the backing instrumentals. They just kind of in the lead altogether, and it just doesn't sound well. And then you have the vocals, which are all just drowned out from the instrumental, which makes it pretty unpleasant to listen to.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fixed on the. It's just a YouTube comparison. It's gonna be fixed on Spotify.
Yeah. You just gotta get premium for it, because Spotify is adding a lossless audio to premium members.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome. But yeah, then when you get to like the Corneria remix, I couldn't tell it was Corneria at first. It sounded like pretty fucking bad. Because Corneria has this like pretty punchy tone to it, like bin it, like bin it, but then like I get like when I get what Rex Viper is trying to do on like the guitars, but it ends up sounding like very muddied, like pretty much most of the songs, because it ends up sounding like you gotta get inside of the corner with like the but again, the mixie still sucks, so Lamau.
It'll be better to Spotify.
It'll be better to physical, yeah. The music video for this one, it's just kind of like the band in like what was it? Like it was there like green screen into like the same like palm tree sunset background using a Scarface with like clips of the movie shown in the background, as well as clips from Star Fox, because that's what the fucking mashup is. And for some reason, in the beginning, it just shows like a fucking edited poster of Scarface, but instead it has fucking Fox McCloud's head on it.
So awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to say with the music video. It's just kind of that. The next song listed is Supersonic Boom, which is a cover of Supersonic by Bad Religion, Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1, and Sonic Boom from Sonic CD.
Yeah, real.
I remember like the original Supersonic by Bad Religion has like more of like a hard punchy feel to it, like and then once you have like, you know, when you get to like the vocals, it does have like a more staccato to it. Best way I can describe it, especially when you get to like the like that is like really cool to listen to. It's not the same case here. Again, it still sounds very muddy and dry, and just it sounds like sludge.
Yummy sauce. Yum yum yum.
Yeah, especially when again the mixing still sounds like shit. It doesn't get any better once you get to the Green Hill part, which sounds pretty laughable. Then you have the Sonic Boom part, which also sounds bad.
Sounds so awesome.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I love when the vocalist sounds like he's about to fucking die, especially when he gets to the live performance. Funny enough, in one of their live performances, I think it was like the most recent one that they uploaded, they have like the Crush 40 the Crush 40 singer in it.
Wait, what the fuck?
Johnny, yeah, they brought in Johnny Gioeli for the fucking Sonic Boom part,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and the funny part about it, he tries to do like crowd work with the audience with the Sonic Boom part. I don't know if it's the microphone or if it's the or if the audience is just extremely mellow, but I remember like you know, it was supposed to be like Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, but it ends up just saying like Sonic, 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 Sonic Boom. It's really embarrassing.
Sonic. Sonic.
Sonic, Sonic Boom, Sonic, Sonic, Sonic Boom.
So awesome.
Yeah, but the funnier part is that like it also shows like the difference between like Johnny and the singers and the Rex Hyper singers vocal range because you know Johnny does like you know his voice does fit for like this like hard rock style as shown with like you know songs like Live and Learn. uh you know he does like this sort of thing naturally, but with like the Rex Viper singer he just kind of just pushes himself, so it just sounds like he's dying on stage. Meanwhile if Johnny with doing the Sonic Boom part, he still you know again he does this naturally. You don't see him like actively dying on stage.
You love when he's actively dying on stage.
It's, I still remember there was like multiple parts where like the Rex Viper singer had to like drink water. So like it is definitely like a strain on his fucking vocals, I imagine.
You love it.
Yeah, especially given that the dude is British, so it's probably also it probably makes it a lot harder to do these songs. So yeah, that was Supersonic Sonic Boom. Next one is The Hero of Time, which is a parody cover of Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler, because there isn't enough Holding Out for a Hero covers already.
The song has never been covered before.
Yeah, never, never, never. Specifically not by a DreamWorks animation movie.
Never covered once ever.
Yep. And this is the parody lyrics here has some Zelda elements to it because it's focused on the story of Link, a concept never done before in a musical parody ever.
Never. This is also, the theming also got me to say something that really scared Martin.
What? Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah. What if they made a song parody about Mario and he gets the mushrooms and they're actually drugs and they make him high.
Yeah, like that. Like when Vivian told me that, I was just like laughing, but then like after like a second later, I was just like, wait, that might be fucking possible. And yeah, that unlocked a new fear with this band for me. So thanks, Vivian.
Next album, come on.
It's, what would the cover be?
I was in second. What? What happens? How am I in eighth? How did I get so far back?
I don't know. Fucking, I'm in second now, I guess.
I was literally at the end of the race, and then it just took me back to it was about to finish the race. What happened?
The game would fuck you in particular once again.
It literally wouldn't fuck me in particular. What was that about?
I don't know. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, what song would they cover if they want to make this concept work? Like, what 80s songs would it be? Fuck, I can't think. Again, it's because I'm a zoomer!
I'm trying to think it. I'm just. It's really hard to thing to just think of on the spot.
Yeah. Like, there's gotta be like an A song about drugs or something. I don't fucking know, or at least something related to mushrooms or something related to something.
Let me hold up. Let me double check the date on the song real quick.
All right. Actually, now I just thought of something. I thought of an
What?
idea now. A cover of a fucking Maniac from Flashdance.
That works too.
He's a maniac on the blocks, and he's taking shrooms like he's never done before. See the like see Rex Viper for watching that. There's a new song for you, a
Rex
mushroom
Viper,
maniac.
better than mine.
Man, that's basically what the whole song is. You know, it's like that one Running Shine clip from his Yik review. I get it. I'm playing a video game. Isn't that so weird? Isn't video game logic just so fucking goofy? How does Link carry all that stuff? Which is funny that the clip ends in that because it does have a lyric that basically asks that question. Like if I recall correctly, it's like the lyric was like him him carrying all these items is such a mystery, cause haha inventory.
How creative.
How creative and original.
I shouldn't be clapping so loud. That I did not mean to clap that loud. Oh, that hurt my hands. I did not mean to clap that loud. I just meant to do a normal clap.
God damn. The music video for this one has it's kind of like just B-roll of like singing, playing instruments, but it does have like neat Zelda stop motion like animation. But obviously it doesn't say the song, it's just kind of neat.
Yeah.
Then you have the next song, which is Bramble Blast, Sticker Brush Symphony, which is just the direct cover of Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah. So awesome.
Yeah. This one I could definitely do a song tangent for, because this one just sounds like really fucking bad. Because like first of all, the synth, the opening synths with like the doom 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 doom, those sound horrible. I remember they also sound really horrible live, but they also sound like horrible in the studio version. So great that that's never changed. But even then, once you get like to like the main melody, you know, the one that goes like that part, again, it still sounds really muddied. I feel like it should be like in like a higher note than what they played, but I guess since they can't do it, that's kind of like the best sound that they got. Doesn't help that like it still has the same problem of like every instrument trying to be like the lead, and like there's like no sense of like, you know, which one should be the lead, which should back this instrument or that instrument. It just sounds like a mess. It is an absolute mess. And this made me think, you know, like truly think of like, you know, Rex Viper really is only known for the namesake of James Rolfe, obviously. It's his goddamn, it's the angry video game nerd. He's very popular. And, you know, a portion of his like diehard fan base would listen to this music because of him. No shit, but you know, so I think, you know, with like covers like these, you know, there's gotta be like, you know, someone out there that does it like way better, obviously. So I did put this idea to the test with this song in particular. And with Bramble Blast, I did found a cover from like 14 years ago. This was made by like a guy named was itElyud or Iud? It was uploaded by someone else, but he did like content on his own, basically like thanking people for liking the remix, and mentions how like this was like a hobby for him back when he like made video game OST covers. And what's really funny is that like, yeah, the idea is basically true. You know, the people out there have done like better covers despite not having like a name attached to them, because they do it for the hell of it. And that's why I'm like very harsh on Rex Viper, because it is just namesake, and he is like profiting off of like the whole band thing. And I get like originally it's like for fun, but like you're selling merch, you're playing live on stage. I'm gonna critique you like like a well published artist out there. I can't just be like just brushing it off and shit. If it sounds bad, it sounds bad. And from the cover from 14 years ago that I mentioned, it sounds a lot better. The opening instrumentals sound great, and once you get to like the big part with like the big melody, it's basically what I want the cover to be. Has like the cover is, the instrument should be as high as you need it to work with the Bramble Blast melody. It's a damn good cover, and that's from a guy who did that as a hobby.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, went on a fucking rant again. Oh yeah, the music video for this one just has like visuals from the fucking game. The level is based off of, and B-roll from performances, all that fucking bullshit. We're barely at the halfway point, anyways. Fuck. So yeah, next one, which is "You're the Best." This one's a cover of the same song from Karate Kid by Joe Esposito, as well as a remix of the Killer Instinct thing. Because why the fuck not? I guess why not? Just mash up any fucking 80s shit at this point.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Why not?
Around.
Yeah. But yeah, that cover just straight up sucks, honestly.
What do you mean they're the best around, the Rex Viper?
Yeah. But yeah, no, for real, that cover fucking ass. I remember really like so pissed off when I first like listened to it when it dropped. It's like, man, how can you fuck up a song like that? Because again, it has that problem of like the singer not being in the range he should be, or at least could sing in with like the like high power songs. I remember like another friend of mine mentioned that like his vocals would fit more with like pop songs, and like yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Cause like he can't hit with like with the chorus, it's like you're the best around, but his just sounds like more uncertain. It's like you're the best around. Like it just has that energy of I guess you're the best around. I guess you're the best around. No one's gonna take you down, I suppose. And then problems I mentioned with the overall instrumental mixing applies here. But it's the YouTube compression. YouTube compression, it's gonna sound better on physical. Fuck you.
So awesome.
But yeah, the Killer Instinct remix is fine, but just like with the Bramble Sugar Brush Symphony remix, I imagine there's like way better covers out there of that same theme. So I'm not gonna give it the time of day to go on another rant about that. Mostly because I've never played Killer Instinct.
So awesome.
Yeah. The music video for this time is more concept B-roll, as well as footage from Karate Kid on NES, as well as the movie. Though the movie footage specifically has been kind of altered in a fucking stupid way. It's like a YouTube poop edit, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm not sort of trying to go for the. What the? Speaking of what it's trying to go for, I just became a Beyblade.
I just saw that. Beyblade, let it rip. Anyways, yeah, like I don't know what they're trying to go for the movie clips. I remember like in the part where it just goes like bam, 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 and then it, like I think it's like the bad guy of the movie. I don't know. I never watched Karate Kid. He like reversed the clip, like forward and reverse to make it look like he's head bopping or whatever. It's like some shit post you do at 3 a.m. when you're bored, kind of shit. Like I don't know why that's there. And there's also like a ton of shots where you have like the master for the movie smiling and nodding. I don't know why that's there a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention with the music part. There's like a piano part like near the final chorus, and it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's so
You know,
awesome.
yeah. But yeah, next track is Flashdance Zero, which is a cover of Flashdance What a Feeling by Irene Cara from the Flashdance soundtrack, and Big Blue from F-Zero. I don't know if it's just Big Blue or other tracks, but I don't give a fucking shit because this cover was fine, I guess.
So true.
Music video this time is 80 is comic book panels with like lyrics on the screen, with like the band members wearing the most stupid fucking 80s shit you'll ever seen. I fucking hate the 1980s.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald. Ronald. Ronald Reagan. They have The Touch, which is a cover of the song of the same name by Stan Bush, which is featured in the Transformers the movie 1989 soundtrack, as well as a remix of the Moon theme from DuckTales the NES game. The cover of The Touch is fine. Still has the same problems, but it's like more tolerable than some of the other ones. But good grief, the DuckTales portion sounded fucking horrible. Like, it always sounded bad with the live versions, but the studio versions, how the fuck?
Yes. No.
No. Like, how can you fuck up something as simple as the DuckTales Moon theme? I just don't fucking get it, really. Especially, I think the problem with that one is just like, the synth sounds horrible. Like, it sounds a bit earpiece and like so true. But yeah, it's just a YouTube compression, guys. You know, it's gonna sound better on physical than digital. The music video this time is just concert B-roll, as well as clips from Transformers the movie and DuckTales NES. Not much to go off about here. Then you have then for the last 4 tracks, it's remake. It's last 3. Wait, 4 tracks. Yeah, the last 4 tracks is new mixes of the first
Why
2
am I
tracks.
not moving? I'm pressing accelerate.
Is the game would fuck you in particular again?
Why did it take so long for me to move?
I have no idea. But yeah, new mixes of the first 4 tracks. The first one being Hearts on Fire. Well, at least the first one, yeah, I will play is because like it wasn't like order of the original track release was which was Mighty Wings, Nintendo Power of Love, Eye of the Tiger Electronics, and then Hearts on Fire. But for the sake of the album track listing, Hearts on Fire is first, which is a cover of the song of the same name by John Cafferty from the Rocky IV soundtrack, and I think there's some Punch-Out elements there, but I don't know.
Bart's on fire.
What the f... This is, compared to the original one, it's like a little worse, especially with parts that are just a little bit upbeat for the vocals, which is a little distracting, but I think it's like, yeah, it's like the most horrible out of all the new mixes.
Yeah, you're not ready. Whoa.
The music video for this one is basically the same as the music video in the original video, in the original version, but instead it has the new drummer and the synth guy just slapped onto it.
So real.
just awesome. Fucking lovely. And then you have Nintendo Power of Love, the 2025 version, funny enough, uploaded on the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. Happy anniversary to that movie, which I still haven't seen yet.
You should watch it
True. But yeah,
right now.
what the fuck? But yeah, again, the movie mix is a mix of obviously Power of Love by Hugh Lewis and the News for the Back to the Future soundtrack, as well as a mix of the NES theme based on the movie, which is basically like a very sped up version of the original song. But yeah, covers about the same quality as the original. Until I get to the main part, but what really does get worse is the NES remix, because the original version actually sounds pretty nice. You know, it's like it keeps like the same speed as the NES version, but the energy is like there. But for this one, it's like toned down for some reason, or at least it feels toned down. Especially when it gets to like the any bass, like you know when it starts to like slow back down again. It sounded terrible on the 2025 version with the solo bass and the drums at the end. It sounds so muddy. It sounds so muddied.
Sounds so awesome.
Yeah. Music video is pretty much the same. Well, at least half the same, because like all the band member footage is just kind of like its own different thing, where it's just kind of them like playing on a stage. But as for the story visuals, which I mentioned in the original review, that is still the exact same. Except for the only really small changes is the posters and the movie theater signs saying 40th anniversary instead of 35th anniversary.
They had no
So yeah,
excellent.
yeah. But yeah, long story short of the story, which I mentioned in the original review, Mr. James E. Wolfe, very excited for the Back to the
Did you
Future
call him Jimsy's
re-release.
Rolfie?
Yeah. Mr. James E. Wolfe, he's very excited for the Back to the Future re-release. It's the 40th anniversary, just like I would do the same thing for the 35th anniversary. But yeah, he was so excited for it, and so excited he decided to play the NES Back to the Future game. But oh no, the game's a piece of shit because angry video game nerd reference. I don't know. So then he goes back in time to when LGN was making the game to basically blow up the fucking company and whatnot. And then once he goes back to the present after destroying it,
Back to the Future?
um, yeah, he goes back to the future. But yeah, once he goes back to the future to watch the movie without the shitty NES game, turns out the movie is like the shitty NES game. Whoa,
Freaky.
freaky! And this one has IRL footage, which has a stupid newt from half the movies, which was like a big plagiarizer on a screenwave. Very long story. But his face is like the face of the Michael J. Fox. That's still there in the 2025 music video.
Awesome.
So awesome.
No,
excuse
it
me.
is so awesome, it's killing him.
But yeah, what else? Yeah, it does like the whole like NES elements. The Marty wearing like a black shirt and jeans, like in the NES game, throwing bowling balls at people in dresses. Also throwing bowling balls at hula hoop girls. Running into people moving glass. Bees. That happened, and then James E. Wolfe is just like, oh fuck, I gotta go back in time again to prevent the destruction, therefore causing a time paradox and shit. And fuck, I forgot the rest. I forgot what he did.
He did a thing, and he disappears. Oh no.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I think he just like prevented. Yeah, he prevented destruction and just kind of runs away. with like his fast self following him, but then outruns him, and then everything's back to normal except he disappears and fucking dies somehow.
Imagine, couldn't be me.
So true. And then for the second to last track, which is Mighty Wings and Hadoukens 2025, a new mix of a cover of Mighty Wings by Cheap Tricks from the Top Gun soundtrack, and a mix of Ken's theme from Street Fighter 2.
True.
Oh, and also Punch Out's theme. I forgot that was also there. But yeah, this was the first 2025 Munich release. Like I said, when it was uploaded during the 10-week Summer of Reichs Viper thing. Those new mixes are released chronologically, the same as the original versions. And yeah, what an awful start.
Yeah.
I was like, this was mixed pretty fucking terribly. In order, like, there's like parts, especially in the beginning, when the singer gets out of sync with the instrumental. It's like really obvious and very distracting, and it tries to be like more like punchy, but it ends up just sounding muddied, like the musical equivalent of sludge, just sludge.
No way.
Yeah. But yeah, it just sounds just a lot worse. The music video is completely different though. This one has the band being in like an Air Force gear in the desert, and then some air base, as well as concept B-roll footage, as well as having the usual gameplay of Top Gun NES and Street Fighter 2, as well as Punch Out for the Punch Out segment. It's a corny music video, but it's like not egregious, I guess. I don't know.
It's so awesome.
But yeah, what else? Oh yeah, the last track, which is the 2025 mix of Eye of the Tiger Electronics.
Yep, the best one.
Yep. The new mix of Eye of the Tiger by Survivor from the Rocky 2 soundtrack, and Wily's Castle from Mega Man 2. Unsurprisingly, the worst song in the original discography is also the worst of the 2025 mixes.
No way.
Yeah, so what a shock. But I know it just sounds so much fucking worse. It tries to be more punchy, but sounds like sludge, and good god, the Mega Man 2 portion sounded fucking horrendous.
So awesome.
Yeah. Music video is basically the same as before, except, like in the last other new music videos, the synth guy and the new drummer guy was slapped onto it. With Hearts on Fire, Justin Silverman, or as I like to call him, Tom of Lard, he was erased from the music video, but for some reason in Eye of the Tiger Electronics, he was still there in some part in one shot.
They forget.
They forgot, which is funny because like Silverman doesn't do like backing vocals anymore. I forgot he did like backing vocals for the first 4 tracks, but now he doesn't. But yeah,
They removed his vocal cords.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, what's interesting about this is that like there's technically 2 different versions of the 2025 music video. The one from the album playlist. Actually, I want to mention the original music video first. The original music video has clips from the AVGN Tiger Electronics episode spliced into some parts before like the vocals kick in, and for the album playlist, it basically tries to match like the audio version of it, because like the audio version of it doesn't have those speaking bits, so it tries to do that here for the album, which makes the music video a little bit more awkward, especially when it gets a part where like before like the the big Mega Man drop, where in the original music video you have the clip of the nerd saying what is it? What is it? I forgot the fucking line again. Shit.
Forget the line again, what?
It's literally a survivor. That's what it is. Yeah. But in the album playlist version, it just has like a shot of it, a shot of him being shocked, and it just zooms in for some reason.
So awesome.
It's just so fucking stupid. It's just kind of there. But in the standalone music video played to the Rex Viper YouTube channel, it does have like those original clips intact. Though the catch is you can barely hear them. Like they are barely audible. The instrumental just overpowers that by like a fucking ton. You can barely hear that shit.
So real.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's a Turbocharger Deluxe by Rex Viper. Overall, just stick to making internet videos, James. Yeah, big 3 out of 10. It's a piece of crap, you know. Mixing sucks. Fucking YouTube compression. Oh, if you can't make it to sound right on YouTube, why would I trust you to make it sound right on like audio services or physical media? Like, I'm not buying your damn CD, bro.
You love it.
Yeah. Ooh. What do you think, Vivian? What do you think of this album?
10 to 10. Peak. Amazing. Would recommend.
So true. But yeah, that was that was a lot. Worst to best.
Not Rex Viper.
True.
No, but for real, Rex Viper, and then the Asylum Lullabies, and on the next one I didn't know what to put for next on the other two.
Yeah, no, basically the same for me too. Turbocharger Deluxe, then Asylum Lullabies. I just kind of put the last two, like on Sort of Madden and Lullaby Tucker, I'll Always Love You, basically as a tie for first place because they're both amazing albums, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah.
Like both have like different goals in mind, and both of them did do it really well. So it is like really hard to choose which one is the better one, at least with like the context of this by month thing, because we have to rank them still. But yeah, no, I do think they're like genuinely like really great albums are worth a listen.
Yeah, honestly, in that like absolute peak category up there, it is really just like they're damn close in there, all the albums.
Yeah,
So it's unmatic because they're both going in the top tier.
yeah, but also get fucked.
Liberal.
And yeah, my throat's starting to tire out from talking so much.
It was because it's from sucking penis, I bet.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll go to ranking.
Okie dokie.
I have to set it up because I was having hashtag issues earlier.
Oh boy, more amiibo prices. What the fuck you mean the Metroid Prime 4 ones are $30 and the bike one is $40? What happened to them?
They should make a Lost Via Domus remake and release a $5 million Elliot Maslow amiibo.
So true. But you know, what the fuck happened with amiibo prices? They used to be like fucking $13.
Yeah, now they're actual video game prices.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like Nintendo's getting way too cocky this console generation. It is fucking insane.
Way too cock.
What the fuck?
New ranking, bitches. I'm gonna
Yeah,
Mine's about to die so I can screen share this mozzarella Firefox.
mozzarella Firefox. There we go. All right, first one. Oh yeah. Asylum Lullabies. Hmm.
I think it's surprisingly good for me.
Yeah, I
Like
agree. I agree.
it didn't do much. It didn't do anything too crazy, and some just fine tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. I say, uh, below Sad Sappy Sucker.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yoo-hoo!
Episode 145. No, not 6. What the? Did I spell asylum wrong? Alright, and then we got, like God sort them out.
Yeah.
Again, this absolute peak tier. Really comedically close to getting.
Yeah. I guess below Hilo.
Alright.
And then for Willoughby Tucker, below Preacher's Daughter.
Alright. Let me get that. I guess we officially have our opinion on that, I guess.
Yeah. Cause like with like Willoughby Tucker and Preacher's Daughter, it's like for the experience basically. But with like on certain amount, I imagine I can like tune that in anytime.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not
Just
casually popping in Lullaby Tucker, I always love you.
yeah, no.
Just, oh yeah, damn party time!
Yeah, you know, car and road trip. Time to put in Waco, Texas. Yeah, yeah. No.
when you hang in and you play the and when when you drive in and Wacko Texas comes on.
Also, for Turbocharger Deluxe, below Rex Viper's discography, it's pretty much on the same tier. But also, it is below because you know, the
Yeah,
fucking
I agree.
the 20, yeah, because the 2025 makes it just so much worse.
Let me make an update to that real quick. The original one.
Yeah,
There we go.
there we go. Perfect.
Next time on Garfield Kart reviews, I found the holy grail. I've been finding I found pretty much I found like I had this. Some of you might remember. I had this one dream I mentioned on I think the Plastic Beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
That was almost like 100 episodes ago, and I basically went off about how I had this dream where there's like a bunch of artists producing songs for Burger King in like in like a bunch of different genres, and they were like unironically good. It's not a Burger King, but I found like the closest thing. I've been like dreaming for something of like this for like a long while now. Apparently, Waffle House has its own set of its own record label, and they have some compilations released on streaming. So you know what we gotta do?
Yeah, we gotta listen to that.
Yeah. So next time we're gonna be talking about the Waffle House records. Stay tuned.
Yep. Stay tuned. This is gonna be really great. It's gonna be really funny.
I can't wait. I really hope they are unironically good like my dream.
Yeah.